Hey guys, welcome back. This is a video that I wanted to do several days ago, but I just didn't really have time. Uh, but I received an act of kindness in the mail from my good friend and my brother from another mother, Dr. Vonchilla, John. Uh, and we've gifted each other a few times over the last couple of years, and he'd always uh, give me stuff, like were his favorites. Uh, favorite covers and favorite books, and I would do the same. And it didn't really matter if the book was like a key or anything like that. Uh, it was just how it is when people give stuff in this community. I mean, it's just the act of giving and just the overall feel for the community that people have. I'm going to go ahead and show these. I had never seen this cover before, but it's actually really cool. And I don't have this one. I'm not sure who the artist is. I'll check it out. But this is a newer book. It's Howard the Duck #1. Sorry about the glare, but as always, John has his stuff in Mylar. So really cool cover. Sorry about the glare, but just the nature of the beast. I really don't have any place in our home here that has great lighting. I need to really fix up a corner where I can, show stuff and it won't glare or it won't be dark. So I apologize for that. That's a great cover. And of course, John's stamp on the back. Cool book. And for those of you that have been living in a cave or, under a bush somewhere and you haven't checked out John's channel, you need to do so immediately. Other than, John having a great collection and a lot of really nice copies of his books, I mean, John is just a stellar human being. John is a great guy. Lucky to consider him one of my friends. I was telling my wife the other day I have a lot of friends in the comic community and people that I feel close to, even though I've never met in person. And my plan is, my bucket list, hopefully sooner than later, kind of make a trip, maybe up and down a coast or two, and just kind of touch base with some of my comic book friends, and moreover, just to see friends. The comics are great. And it's cool sharing all this stuff on YouTube, but, I've really fostered and gained a lot of friendships through YouTube and, a lot of people that I would like to see in person and actually get to hang out with. So, guys, don't be surprised, those of you that you consider me a friend, maybe I'll show up on your doorstep someday. Anyway, let's get to the rest of the books. Of course, John knows my love for Joe Kubert and Joe Kubert covers. And here's an issue of Tarzan number 242. Just a beautiful Joe Kubert cover from the 70s. And I think the way it looks, this might have passed through ETA Nick's hands at one time. Because I think it's got his stamp on the back. So might have got gifted twice here, because I know John got gifted by Nick with some really high grade, nice Tarzan Kubert copies. So we got John. I think you got Nick's stamp there, and I believe this is a 9.8 as far as I think Nick probably graded that one. So there's a 9.8, and it is just a beautiful copy. I got to pull this one out. This is too good not to see in the flesh. Oh man, that is beautiful. That is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous copy. It is almost flawless. Sorry, getting a little excited here. But I will show you this in the flesh. Just look at that. That is a beautiful, and especially with the black background, these books are really tough to find in this grade. That is just beautiful. John, thank you so much. Man, that is awesome. Be real careful with this one. We want to keep it at a 9.8. So yeah, just a get it straight here. Just a beautiful copy. Some Joe Kubert goodness. And last but not least, John has shown this book in several of his videos. It's one of his favorites, and every time he showed it, you know, I coveted this book a little bit more. And I could have bought a copy, and I actually had it on my list just because I love the cover. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful looking book. But this is from Kitchen Sink. It's The Spirit, number 25. The gorgeous blue and yellow background. And of course, John's stamp on the back. Now this, like I say, it wouldn't have mattered what this book was or what any of these books were. The fact that it came from someone's personal collection, especially a friend, a really good friend, and has this stamp on it, this means more to me than any kind of monetary value or anything. So I think John already knows that. I hope he does. Hope you do, John. This is beautiful. I'm going to take this one out too. Oh wow, that is just great Will Eisner art on the inside. Yeah, that is just, you know, one of these pretty much flawless books. Just a beautiful cover. Really happy to have this in my collection. Like I say, I'm not sure how much the cost is. It probably isn't a whole lot, but you know, this, you know, the monetary value doesn't mean anything to me as far as this is concerned. Just that it came from a friend and came from John's personal collection just means everything in the world to me. So yeah, John, buddy, thank you so much. I love you, brother. This is you're probably wondering if I was going to get to show these or not, but you know, work and other stuff kind of takes up your time, but it's not that the want to is not there, and it's just the time. Anyway, thank you again so much. Like I say, anybody that's, you know, been living under a rock needs to go and subscribe now. Go now and subscribe to John's channel. Great content, great human being. Lucky to call him a friend. And that's all I got for now, guys. So onward and upward.